We first begin overseas with the major Asian Pacific markets continuing to trade mixed overnight. Japan's Nikkei 225 index on the upside 0.9%. Meanwhile, Hong Kong's Hang Seng index that fell 1%, and the Shanghai Composite that managed to rise a total of 0.6%. Meanwhile, over in Europe, most of the markets are in the red, with the exception of Germany. And in the United States, U.S. futures were pointing towards a negative open after the Dow Jones right now exactly that, down about 86 points. We first begin over in Japan as retail sales figures they rose 0.7% for the month of April. This after posting a 1.5% decline in March, therefore exceeding expectations, calling for a 0.2% advance. At the same time, over in Germany, unemployment rose by 21,000 in the month of May. This after increasing 6,000 in the month of April, more than quadrupling forecasts calling for a rise of 5,000. And CBI's latest report suggested that UK retail sales fell at their fastest pace in 13 months during the month of May. And at its biannual World Outlook which was published today, the OECD cut its global growth forecast to 3.1% in 2013 and 4% in 2014. This from 3.4% and 4.2% respectively. At the same time, the OECD also said that the United States will be the driver of global growth. Meanwhile, the IMF trimmed its 2013 growth outlook for China to 7.75%, this from 8%, citing a global slowdown that could indeed weigh in on Chinese exports. And the Wall Street Journal went on to report this morning that Chinese meat producer Shuanghui Group is close to a deal to acquire Smithfield Foods, a major American pork and meat producer, for between $4.5 to $5 billion. The deal could be announced as early as Wednesday morning. And there are no major economic data releases in the United States this morning. Looking ahead, however, there are a few big data releases coming up. We have GDP as well as initial jobless claims figures on Thursday, and on Friday we have personal income, personal spending, and the University of Michigan's consumer confidence.